it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Can you guys believe what I'm about to say? This is part 11 in a 12-part series. This is my flashback reading vlog series, and if you happen to have missed all of the other videos I have posted so far this month, it is all flashback reading vlogs from earlier in the year. So I started in January of 2020, and I've been doing these secret little reading vlogs, and yeah, it's November 14th and I'm starting the 11th part in this series, which is crazy to me. I'm currently reading The Invisible Life of Addie Larue by B.E. Schwab, and I wanted to start this video yesterday, but my mother-in-law is in the hospital and I was just kind of like out of it yesterday. So we're starting today. I am 55% into the novel. I am on page 250, but yay! Let's do this 11th part of this flashback reading vlog. I hope you are loving this series. If you have missed any of the videos, I'm going to create a whole playlist and I will have that linked in the description box and in the cards for you so you can check out what I was reading throughout the year, you know. But let's go ahead and dive into this reading vlog. Out of half and half, that is why I am using good old Coffee Mate, which is what I used to use for years and years and years, so I actually don't mind it. Alright, I have decided that I am going to try to catch up on watching some booktube videos on my watch later list and drink my coffee and then hopefully film that video, because right now I'm still really tired and I need to wake up. A little update for you: I am watching YouTube. I'm watching Nicole Gallagher's book haul. This is from a couple of days ago. I also updated my bullet journal, my mood tracker. That's going good. And I don't really know what else I need to update. I need to put my 2 DNFs in my wrap up. I need to launch my Christmas merch right now. I still have a couple more ideas that I might work on like tonight or tomorrow, but I need to get filming that video. But guys, it's literally like the cutest stuff. I have a resting Grinch face, and these come in like short sleeve, long sleeve. I think the resting Grinch face comes in short sleeve, long sleeve, and crew neck. And the Merry and Bright comes in short sleeve, long sleeve, comfort colors, crew neck, and hoodie. They're so cute. So I want to show you. I just sent it to myself so I could put it on Instagram. All right. Look how cute the new merch is. So the Merry and Bright and then the resting Grinch face. Love it. Update. I have made it to page 287 of The Invisible Life of Addie Larue. So I'm getting closer to the end, you guys. And it is good, but I will say there is a shift in perspective, or at least right now, and I'm actually enjoying this perspective more. Yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about this book without giving spoilers, so I know I'm being super vague, but yeah, so I'm definitely enjoying it more now than I was in the beginning. The beginning was just really slow. It could have been like 100 pages shorter in my personal opinion, because like the author did a really good job of instilling that sadness, loneliness feeling, but I don't think it needed to drag on quite as long as it did. However, I'm enjoying it now. I wasn't feeling the best earlier. I'm still not like 100% at the top of my game right now. I think I just have a lot going on in my personal life. I'm worried about my mother-in-law. I don't have any motivation. I'm kind of tired. I have a lot on my mind. I'm feeling overwhelmed and anxious about a lot of things. So I'm just trying to do things that like reduce those feelings, like minimize those feelings. So I tried to film my end of the year book haul, not once, but twice earlier this morning, and that didn't happen. I tried once on my phone, I tried once on my camera, and that just wasn't working. So I gave up on that idea. I needed to go to the store, and I am anxious about going to the store. I don't want to go to the store, so I have kind of put that off, and I was going to do a grocery order, but my husband wants me to wait to do that until he gets home. So I just pulled these off of my plant. Anyway, my point is that if you're feeling anxious at any time in your life, you need to take care of your mental health and your sanity before you need to like push forward and do these like things that you want to work on, but like you have your whole life, you know what I'm saying? Or you hope you have your whole life to get these things accomplished, and you just need to give yourself some grace. Maybe take a shower, maybe put on a little bit of makeup, I don't know, read, like do something calming and relaxing that can help you get through those moments. I'm already feeling a little bit better after my shower. My hair is obviously still wet, so waiting on that to dry. Not sure how long that will take. Maybe I'll try filming my video again. I don't know, but I'm gonna hop on the computer for a little bit. Like I said, I'm still waiting from that call from my husband. It is 6:02 p.m. and I just woke up from a nap. I was gonna see how far I got in the book because I definitely am making progress. I am on page 314, so I have this much more to go and hoping I can do it. An update. I'm almost done. I'm within 100 pages of finishing. I am currently on page 386 and it has 442 pages and I'm on page 386. I think I'm gonna be in the minority with how I feel about this book. Because I'm not loving it as much as like people that I follow that have like vlogged reading this, or I've seen talk about it on Instagram. Like, it's not terrible, it doesn't suck, but it's kind of like a historical fantasy. Good morning. It is Sunday, November 15th. And I can't even explain the things that my family is going through right now. It is the anniversary of my father-in-law's death, and my mother-in-law is still in the hospital. It's 8:30 in the morning, and my husband just left to go to the hospital to see her. Hopefully she's being released today, because like I just can't have her be in the hospital today. Like, it's a lot. My family is grieving. We're worried about her. We're thinking about him. It's a whole thing. However, I'm not here to dwell on that. I want to talk about this book. Guys, I am so nervous to tell you my thoughts about this book because I am in the minority here. I'm not sure, but I've heard that this book took Victoria Schwab 10 years to write, and I believe that because it's so wordy, it's so dense, it's so... There's so many things. So everybody's like, the writing is so beautiful. I didn't underline one thing the entire time I was reading. No quotes stuck out to me. No ideas, no thoughts, no feelings, no connections between characters. Nothing stood out to me. And yeah, that's saying something. So I'm gonna read you a little snippet from my review. I will have my Goodreads review linked in the description box for you. Right now on Goodreads, it has a 4.46 star rating with 30,000 ratings and 7,793 reviews. Said, Dazzling Adventure, ha. I was so excited to read this book and for it to become my favorite book of the year. I was waiting for it to pull at my heartstrings, to leave me sobbing on the floor, to take my breath away. It did none of those things. In fact, I was super disappointed and I don't understand why everyone else seems to be enjoying this book as much as they are. Did I read a different book? Does my taste in books stink? What's wrong with me? Let me explain. And then I said, Addie Larue, a young woman who is unhappy with her life, decides to make a deal with the devil, and the deal has consequences. I mean, a deal with the devil has consequences, right? Addie gets to live forever, a life of freedom, but no one remembers her. Over the course of 300 years and 440 plus pages, we sense the sadness and loneliness Addie feels, but honestly, that's about it. Strangely, 300 years pass and almost nothing happens. Historical events are mentioned, but Addie lives none of them. She is either swept away or the details are glossed over. Was the writing good? Not particularly. I'm not being nasty. I'm just saying that for 90% of the novel, Addie complains about how no one remembers her, and we are told countless stories of her moving from place to place and coming and going as she pleases because no one remembers her. Then 150 or so pages in, someone does remember her and it plays out how you would expect. She's so happy someone finally remembers her. Shocker. Since there are no real events or plot and it's more character driven, I thought I would be rooting for the characters, caring which decisions they made, hoping that Addie Larue finally finds peace with her decision and that good triumphs over evil. However, there was zero character development on Addie's part. She whines and complains the entire time and it never gets better. So anyway, that's that book. So I'm just gonna push that to the side, call it a loss, and move ahead. And I decided that I'm going to pick up Little Women by Louisa by Alcott. I have been wanting to read this forever. This is one of the books that is on my end of the year TBR. So yeah, I am currently on chapter 2. So I read 23 pages last night. Okay, so I have 3 major things to do this week. Today I have my chiropractor appointment. Tomorrow I have podcast duties, and sometime this week I need to film my end of the year TBR. I was gonna do like the end of the year tag, but I basically hate the questions and I just want to share my TBR, so that's what I'm gonna do. But for a reading update, I'm still reading Little Women and I made it to page 120 last night. I didn't read at all yesterday. Like, I literally read nothing until I went to bed. Well, that's not true. I took a nap in the afternoon and I read some, and then I read some before I went to bed. But like waking up hours, no. I played Animal Crossing. I watched a couple of YouTube videos. We cleaned out our garage. I watched Love Island like from the summer, I guess. I guess it was like August and September. But yeah, like it's on my DVR, so I'm watching that. What else did I do? I made a really good dinner. I made dessert. And yeah, that's really it. Hello friends, it is Wednesday, November, I don't know. What is today's date? I don't know. Anyway, it's days later. I haven't been doing a great job of vlogging or updating you on my reading. It's just been a really weird month. We did finally get some good news yesterday. My mother-in-law is out of the hospital and home now, and that's just a huge weight lifted. I did managed to read part 1 of Little Women yesterday. I ignorantly did not realize that the book that I was reading was not the entire book. That was just the original unabridged edition, and I actually want to read the entire book. So I marked where I would be, and I'm halfway basically, which I guess is a good thing, because to be completely honest, the first part is not that entertaining, and I think the second part is where people really fall in love with the story and the characters. So I'm gonna do what I did yesterday, and I'm gonna take this cushion off of my papasan chair, take my blanket and my pullover, and I'm gonna go outside in the sunshine and read. It is very cold outside, but when I sit in the sun and I have my blanket, my pullover and stuff like that, it's nice to read out there. It gives me a little bit of vitamin D. And in the late fall, early winter, well, all of winter really, I can get a little bit sad, and I don't want to say depressed, but just my mood does shift in those months, just because it gets dark so early, and I'm such a sunshine person. So in order to combat those feelings this year, I'm going to take advantage of when it is light outside, which I wasn't able to do in years past because I was working. But yeah, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna sit in the sun, and I'm going to read a little bit. Check that I'm like in the frame and I don't look too crazy, but I kind of do. But welcome. Welcome to the craziness. I decided I'm closing out this hot mess of a vlog. First, I will say that this series has really pushed me to film even when I haven't wanted to all the time. I think it's been an awesome challenge for myself, but also the purpose of this flashback vlog series was to always show you bits and pieces of what I was doing throughout 2020 and what I was reading throughout 2020. So I think this will probably go down as one of my biggest accomplishments, because it's going to be, at the end of the day, a 12-month, 1-year-long project that I worked on, and I've literally not told a soul about this project. And I think that's been the hardest part, because I kind of just had to push aside any doubt or anything like that about how this project is going to be received, and probably not be enjoyed as much as I've put my heart and soul into it. But yeah, so this is the end, or I'm wrapping up the 11th episode in this series right now. I think I have gathered the books. The first one that I believe I was reading in this vlog is The Invisible Life of Addie Larue, and this one is by V.E. Schwab. It's a historical fiction, fantasy, literary fiction. I don't know, it takes place over 300 years, back in 1700s to 2013, 2014. Didn't really love this one as much as I thought. I'm definitely in the minority, but I do have a full review of this if you're interested. And then I started Little Women. I was starting with this Vintage Classics edition, and I finished this. But ignorantly, I thought this was the entire book, and obviously how I thought these were the same book, I don't know what I was thinking. But here is my Puffin in Bloom edition. And this one is the original unabridged text. So this is only part 1. So if you look in here, you have part 1, which is what this was. And now I am on part 2. So I am still reading this. I am here, so I'm about 58%, I think is what Goodreads said, through the novel, hoping to finish this up, I don't know, by the weekend. I feel like even though it's a small book, it is taking me a while to read it. Like, even if I read like an hour's worth, I don't feel like I make a dent. There is still going to be one more part in this flashback reading vlog series. I hope you have enjoyed seeing me throughout the year in these videos throughout the month. It's just been a labor of love, what can I say? But that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're all having a lovely day or night, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!